Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and here we have a very handsome little Union cabinet lock lent to me by my good friend Yukov. And yeah, I mean, it's a very, very nice little lock. I think it's got 4 or 5 pins. I could probably try to count them, but I'm not very accurate at doing this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it feels like 5 pins actually. Little 5-pin cabinet lock. And what's interesting is that you open it one way and I think it traps the key, so it's sort of key retaining, and then when you turn it the other way it locks and you can remove the key. That's all very nice. It's got an interesting cam and spring mechanism at the back, but it doesn't have a key, so I don't know what that is. It's also easier to pick clockwise, but you can't move it much further than about a 10-degree rotation because it's already open. So that's when I will use a plug spinner to reverse the picking. So I'll pick it open in the locked position, and then reverse it using a plug spinner. And why? Well, just because I haven't really used a plug spinner on one of my videos for ages, so it's always good to demonstrate these things. Got a little short hook here. I'm just going to go in and we'll see where we are. So it feels like pin 3 in the middle, pin 1 all the way to the top. Anything on pin 2 there? No. Oh my goodness, look at that. We're already, I just touched one of the pins at the back. We're already sort of open. That was quick, wasn't it? But you'll see that we can't turn it any further. In fact, what we're trying to do is you can sort of feel, if you turn it a little bit, that it's trying to push this out even further. It can't. So I've got a plug spinner here. And what I'm going to do is pop that in like this, somewhere around the center. Okay, and then we're going to hit the plug spinner and hopefully it will turn back across the shear line. Try and get it towards the center of the lock. It didn't quite work. Let's try that, picking that one more time. Let's see if we can get it to work again. So pin 1's binding heavily. Let's click out of that. Oh, and again we're open once again. So let's try this again. I'll just make sure I've got my plug spinner the right way around. So we're trying to turn it. We're trying to flip the lock, not this way, but we're trying to flip it this way. So we'll do that, pop it in, and try again. There we go, we got it. And now you'll see that we've got the lock turned fully the other way. So it's gone past that shear line, and hopefully, yeah, we might be able to. Oh, got it. Sorry, turn around a bit. There you go. So you can turn it around again, like this. And yeah, you can sort of lock it back up. I don't know why there we go. Can you see that? I'm just turning it back now. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Like that. Now we can probably pick it the other way if we want to, which we might have to if we want to gut it. So let's try that again. But this time we'll pick it, I guess, open. Oh, just having fun with this lock. It's just a really nice little lock actually. It's got, like I said, it's got a really interesting sort of cam mechanism in it. So yeah, that's the front. Pin 2. Try to get to the back. Oh, and hit it, and it wants to trap my pick. But you see now that I've got that open there. So I'm just going to keep it in the unlocked position now. So maybe it's actually a 4-pin lock. I suppose the only way to really be sure is to open it up. So I've got a screwdriver here, and you'll see all the way over there. You'll see the mechanism. Pop that here. So it's got like a spring cam mechanism. It's quite interesting. I don't really fully understand how it works, but had a bit of a look earlier. It wasn't majorly hard to figure it out. So that all comes off, and then there's a spring at the base like that, and that spring so it goes along the bottom here like that, and it's tensioned by the bottom of the housing like that. So you'll see that it has it sort of flips this mechanism either side, which is kind of cool. And this, as this comes around, it catches the top and turns it around. So this is attached to the back of the lock, and then this little bit here just acts as almost like a toggle. It's just very cool. I like it anyway. Let's see if I can, without locking the lock back up, whether I can just get the back off. Probably need a thinner tool. So let's have a look in here, see what I've got. Yeah. Here's that little bolt, and there's that back housing. There we go. It feels like all standard pins in here. So we can just take this off like that. Hopefully. It should just prise off. A bit tight, but I think it just prises up also. There we go. That's like the cam plate. This little toggle thing, which is very nicely machined. Then there is that little core. I think we should be able to just push it out. If we're lucky, I'll see if I get a shim in there. I think we can. It's very, very tight in here. Might not be able to get a shim. Let's try a smaller shim. You might be thinking, well, do we need a shim? The answer is I don't know, but I'd rather try a shim and hope for the best. Yeah, I think we can just get that in down here, which is good, which means we should be able to get a 10mm follower. Got one of those like that, and just pop that down here and push that core out like this. It's a bit tight because of the shim, but there we go, we have got it. And oh, so it was that 5th pin I was feeling was actually an empty pin chamber, so it wasn't too far off. So unless that key pin somehow up into chamber 5, sometimes they can do that. They can migrate up into pin chamber 5, but I don't think so. Let's have a go. So pin 1 is standard, as you imagine, driver pin 1. 2 is standard. 3 also standard. And there's some tiny springs, teeny tiny little springs, very cute. Pin 4, standard, and I don't think there's any more pins in there at all. So it's got 5 pin chambers, but only pin to 4. Very, very cute little lock, nevertheless. Here are the pins, and yeah, just all standard pins, very easy bitting, all standard driver pins, all standard key pins. Nothing surprising in there. Just a very cute little cabinet cam lock. Hope you enjoyed that video. Hope you enjoyed seeing me pick this lovely vintage little lock. If you did, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more videos like this, please do consider subscribing. If you've got a comment about this lock, then please leave one below. I do read them all and I reply to as many as I can, and I'll see you all next time.